Hello children, and welcome to another session of Children's Liturgy. Today, we celebrate the 16th Sunday of Ordinary Time. Let us listen to the Gospel reading.
After preaching to the people and curing many that were sick, the apostles returned to Jesus and told him everything they had said and done. As usual, crowds of people had followed them. The apostles were feeling tired and in need of a rest. Jesus said to them, "We will go somewhere quiet and spend some time alone." When Jesus and his friends arrived, however, a crowd of people had already gathered to meet them. When Jesus saw them, he was filled with pity because they were like sheep without a shepherd to care for them. He sat down on the hillside and began to teach them.
In today's Gospel, we hear that Jesus and his disciples, after a long day of preaching and curing the sick, were feeling tired and in need of a rest. Jesus said that they would go somewhere quiet and spend some time alone. But were they successful? No, because we hear that when they arrived at the place, more people had gathered to meet them. In the end, we are told that Jesus was filled with pity for these people who were like sheep without a shepherd to care for them, and decided to forgo his rest and to teach them. Is this a familiar scene? A child knocking on the bathroom door, probably looking for his or her parent who is inside. Maybe your parents may be more familiar with this scene. A parent inside the bathroom for his or her own personal time and space, and the child knocking on the door and requesting or even demanding for some attention. I definitely know that feeling, as my own children used to do that to me when they were younger. Actually, come to think about it, they still do that even though they are now older. Sometimes, after a hard day of work, I would want to find a quiet corner at home and take a break, but my children will always be looking for me to ask me for help, to do something for them, or to show me something. Even when I escape to the bathroom, they would sometimes knock on the door and continue to ask. It can be very exasperating at times. Maybe that would be what the disciples who were with Jesus were feeling. When can we get some rest? We are tired. We have spent the whole day preaching and healing. Why can't we have some time for ourselves to rest and recover? And even when we try to find a quiet space, there are still people looking for Jesus. But my dear children, that was not the response of Jesus. While Jesus was tired and weary as well, his love and compassion for the people overcame his physical exhaustion, and he decided to put aside his own needs and continue to teach them. He knew that what these people wanted was to experience and learn more about the love of God and to find hope, meaning, and purpose in what they were doing with their lives. His love for them meant that he would not allow his own tiredness to deny them the opportunity to learn more about God. Jesus reminds us in today's Gospel that he is there for us all the time. He made that promise before his ascension, that I will be with you always, yes, till the end of time. Jesus wants us to know that he loves us and that we can go to him anytime because he will always be in our midst. The Gospel also challenges us to be like Jesus. We are challenged to continue to love others like Jesus did, even when it is tough to do so. Sometimes your siblings could be annoying you and getting on your nerves by their behavior. Sometimes they, or maybe a friend, classmate, or even your parents, might ask for your help or favor at inconvenient times, like when you're feeling tired or are busy with something else. It is therefore challenging then to respond with love, to give that time to someone else when you would rather spend it doing your own things. Yet Jesus sets the example for us, as he did for his disciples, by continuing to do God's work despite his tiredness out of love for the people. But Jesus also recognizes the need for us to have time for ourselves, because he did tell the disciples that they will go somewhere quiet and spend some time alone. As we continue this mission of sharing the love of God with others, let us also take some time to reflect on our journey and how we can be even better in showing God's love to those around us. Jesus wants us to remember His presence in our lives and to continue to love even when it's tough. Will you take up the challenge? The choice is yours. Thank you, and may God bless you.